Hello again, everybody. In this video, I want to talk something serious. And it doesn't involve anything in the elevator community. It actually involves our country, our state of our country, as in right now. As you all know, Donald J. Trump was elected president about a little more than a week or two ago. So probably a little more than a week ago. So now, this is what I've been warning you guys about this. But nobody even seems to freaking listen. So, I mean, if you voted for Trump, which I know plenty of you did, I'm pretty sure you're now regretting doing it. I think Andrew is now too, for doing so, But I want to come clear. I want to make this as public as much as I can. Because, I don't usually do news stories like this. Yes, this is probably going to be underneath my Nathan Davis's news category. Because I think this is real more serious talk. Earlier today, I was watching a major marching protest that took place in Washington, D.C. It was basically a big protest march from the White House to the Capitol. Many of them described so many categories as, what started this whole thing in the first place is, you probably guessed it, the immigration ban, or as some people like to prefer it as the Muslim ban. I think it would be probably more correctly to call it the immigration ban. Temporary ban on all Muslims. Actually, he started off, let's just say this, he started off with all temporary bans on Muslims. But then he changed it around and decided to go ahead instead. He fucking signed an executive order, and it's causing total chaos in this country right now. And this whole country is in turmoil. Literally. I mean, you saw all the shit that happened in the Middle East, though, with all those uprisings and stuff, though. We're beginning to get affected with it, too. We're beginning to see a lot more of it happen here lately, too. At least we probably don't go all over the top, although that Dispute 20, DJ 20, though, whatever it's called, was a little bit kind of more of the extremist, though. But anyway, I just gotta, come clear with this, though, I know what you're thinking. I wasn't a big fan of Hillary either, okay? I mean, she's probably as corrupt as the rest of the, let's call it, establishment corporate Democrats. And ain't no different from the freaking Republicans. Especially the ultra-conservative ones, far-right, alt-right, whatever you want to call it. White supremacy, neo-Nazi, bigotry, religious fundamentalist. You name it. What the fuck is going on, guys? Seriously. It's just totally insane. And I'm trying to get away from this political news as much as I can, but it keeps on throwing it in my face. Well, let me just tell you this. The Republicans are hell-bent on destroying this great nation of ours. I don't know why. Maybe it's just for their own pleasure, because they're so damn greedy and want more money, and they think corporations should run every fucking thing, That's why we ended up getting Trump in office. Actually, I think we wanted to get, we got Trump in office because we didn't want a freaking politician. But guess what happened now? He's proving to be as bad as those corrupt politicians, those crooked politicians out there at the Capitol Hill, especially in the conservative Republicans. Okay, I'm not saying all Republicans are like that, though, but the majority, the main ones are definitely like that, They want to freaking cut Obamacare, or the Affordable Health Care Act. They want to replace it with something that's probably going to cost even more than that. Yes, I wasn't a big fan of Obamacare when it first came out in the first place, But this whole immigration ban is getting out of hand, It all started off with when two Arabian Americans, Arab Americans, two Muslims from who are, refugees from like Syria, Iraq, Somalia, maybe Yemen. I don't know. It's one of those countries over there, coming over. So apparently Trump decided to sign an executive order to ban all refugees and even possibly all immigrants. Well, why from all those several countries? Well, maybe it's because they're mostly Islamic. Now, I am not totally bashing Muslims, okay? Nor am I bashing Christians or Jews, okay? But this is like history's repeating itself again. It's like it's turning into the fucking Jewish Holocaust again. Literally, I warned you guys ahead of time. You have never seen anything, though, And those people who voted for Trump, which I feel bad because my parents did, though, I feel sad for you. I feel sorry for you guys. I just can't handle this anymore. I mean, at least it didn't get out of hand up here in Butler. Man, it looks so different with this like this. Yeah, look out the wide camera lens on this. You can actually see all the way over here and all the way there. Damn, this is something. I mean, you only just saw it before here, though, okay? This was just like this much. Now you actually see the rest of my whole entire room behind me. Yes, I know it's a bit of a mess. Sorry, I'm trying to clean up. I got a new mattress in, But anyway, let's get back to the story. Now, I hate talking about politics and this stuff, These so-called conservatives are painting a bad image on us Americans. They're limiting our rights of our First Amendment rights. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, and freedom of etc. You name it. And like, this country was originally is based off a nation of immigrants. People came over here to escape all the chaos over the seas. That goes on in like countries like, I don't know, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, or even Russia. Because they don't want to deal with that shit there. They come here because they think they can get a better life. Why the fuck are we locking people out of this country? And here's the thing that really pisses me off the most. Why does it only have to be Muslims? Oh yeah, you're gonna favor Christians and Miami. Heck, even the Christian leaders, probably even including the Pope, are denouncing this ban. Seriously. It's like they think all religions, especially let's call it single God ones, should all be equal. Because after all, we all pretty much believe in the same one and only God. I mean, we might call him Yahman. We could call, we could call him any name we want. We call him, I don't know, Yahman. Or Allah, or just plain God. Yeah, and I don't need to get too religious there, though, okay? Because I'm not really an extreme fundamentalist religious person, okay? Like these freaking towelheads in the Middle East, like in countries like Saudi Arabia and stuff there. Or even, hey, it's not only the Muslims extremists that you have to be worried about. There's also Christian extremists, too, that are trying to overthrow our government here in the United States. Because apparently they assume that America was originally a Christian nation. Dude, it's a secular nation. That means any religion is welcome here. Heck, you can be atheist and don't have to worry about anything, Me, personally, I'm agnostic. I'm not too overly religious. I do also believe some of the stuff that, many of the stuff that the atheists say. But I also have one faith that keeps me together of one and only God. And if I want, I'd probably accept Lord Jesus Christ as my Savior if I want. Especially when it's troublesome times. So yeah. I mean, I'm not too overly religious, though. But anyway, let's try to change it off in that, though. But let's get back to the whole ban, immigration. There's, like, turmoil. There's, like, people protesting all over the place. Boston, a town square in Boston, Massachusetts, is jam-packed with protesters. I just got done, watching the live stream of the protests that took place in D.C. just earlier today. That was something. There was this one person who was a Muslim who married a Jew. And they actually get along. What other country do you see that in? That's the one thing I like about America. You can actually protest here, you know? It's not just this religion, but it's also the freedom of speech and expression. You can actually protest here in America, you know, and express your freedom of speech and expressions, or whatever you want to say, you know? You can say whatever the fuck you want. Okay, maybe you can't really say everything whenever you fuck you want, because you could probably offend them today, though. Yeah. Listen, I ain't totally against religious people. It's just the fundamentalist extremist ones. I'm not totally against atheists either. You know? I mean, I'm not totally against Muslims. I'm not totally against Jews. And I'm not totally against Christians, because I was born and raised a Christian. Roman Catholic, to be exact. Well, now I'm beginning to hear there's a lot of scandals and controversy going around over the Catholic Church that I haven't really been attending it lately, but, you know, got the whole child molestation. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but anyway. This guy we elected as president. This guy, Donald J. Trump. I thought he was just, you know, okay, let me just get this there. Hold on, let me shut my door. Give me a second, 1 second. Okay, so anyway, this guy, we elected president, made these controversial comments back during the primary and general elections about how all Mexicans are rapists or drug cartels, you know, whatever, you know, and how all Muslims should be banned in his nation, or, you know, or I don't know, grab her by the pussy. Like, seriously, and I thought he was just saying for showbism, just for showbiz, or, you know, just to be a show off, or, you know, a jag off, or whatever, you know, just trying to, you know, trying to, you know, entertain everybody. But apparently, I'm beginning to see that he's actually taking it literally to actually acting upon it by using these executive orders. Thanks, Obama. Hey, Obama isn't anything better as this. Sorry, Debbie, I don't mean to say this, but Obama wasn't anything better. He did a similar thing back in 2011 with an immigration ban. Why am I holding this? I don't know. But anyway, this is just insane. I just can't handle. It's just unbelievable, unfucking believable. You know, I'm like, how are we supposed to, you know, get along in this nation? We were originally the immigration, you know. What about the Native Americans? They've been here way before we have. Okay? They're the actual ones that should be living here, and not us immigrants, if you want to leave it that way. So my family is a descendant from an immigrant. That's why I'm white. Like, my family has descendants from Wales, which is like Davis, capital of the world. Even some from Germany. Heck, one of my great-grandfathers has a town named after him, and he founded the town. He was also the one who had brought the public sewer system to the United States way back in the 1700s in a town called Schaeferstown. He even helped build and design a tavern, an 18th century tavern called the Franklin House. And it still stands to this day. My great-great-great-grandfather, Alexander Schaefer. I think he's like my 7th grade, you know. But anyway, many of these immigrants, I want to discuss this, you know, because many of these immigrants or refugees are trying to escape all the craziness and radicalism that's going on in other countries across the world, you know. We're not even talking only the Middle East. We're talking like Asia, like China or something like that, though, you know. Like, literally, China. China! Yeah, I know, Trump keeps on saying China, though, you know. I mean, it's not all freaking Trump's fault, though, although it kind of seems like it's beginning to turn out to be, though. But, hey, you also have a bunch of other people to blame, you know, such as that Steve Bannon, whatever his name is, you know, Trump appointed head of secretary or something. He's a fucking secretly a fucking white supremacist guy. I think he's the one who wants to assassinate and eliminate Edward Snowden, who is actually being considered an American hero. who leaked information about how corrupt and fucked up this nation is. It's been this way for the past 50 or even 100 years. Seriously. Like, seriously. It just didn't become mainstream until Edward Snowden came around. And maybe even Julian Assange. You know, with WikiLeaks. What the fuck is going on with people these days? What the fuck is wrong with America these days? I mean, seriously. It just scares me that I'm living in this time right now. This is going on. But this, what is going on right now, is history in the making. We don't want to repeat history again. We don't want another Holocaust. Okay? Because, like, the way it sounds like, Trump wants to make a Muslim Holocaust or something, you know, sort of like Hitler did with the Jews. Instead, Trump wants to do the same thing with the freaking Muslims or Islamic people or anybody who looks Arab, you know, or a different skin color. This is the guy we elected as president, and it's sad enough. And, like, and let me tell you this. Rage Against the Machine. No, I'm not talking the group. I'm not talking the funk group, okay? I'm talking about Rage Against the actual machine. Because, like, all this shit that's going on lately. God, I swear, what is wrong with America and people these days? They're so stupid. I mean, Trump is a freaking child, you know? I'm not saying I'm totally dishing Trump, though, but he needs to be taught a lesson, you know? It's like, you know, he needs to know what is good and what is right. He can't just keep on ordering total executive orders, like, constantly like that, you know? That's kind of like leading to a way towards an oligarchy. Seriously. Or even a monarchy, or even a dictatorship. Communism! It's like Soviet Russia all over fucking again. Although I think Putin is trying to establish the Soviet Union. And we have to be worried about that SOB. But what we better not do is send our freaking troops over there to the border of Russia, like especially NATO, because if we do and go into Russia, all hell's gonna break loose. World War III will instantly start. Bye-bye, planet. Bye-bye, mankind. It's the end of times. Period. Armageddon. Done. The end. We can't do that. You know, especially with two powers. Two people who have, like, the majority of the nuclear powers or missiles arsenally in the country. And Trump wants to extend the nuclear arsenal or something like that? Dude, the nuclear weapon was a big mistake. It was. And you want to... I mean, anyway, speak of that, though, you know how he said, you know, about those Muslim bans, and we thought he wasn't going to say it, and guess what he did? So if that came true, I'm worried about what he's going to do when he said, you know, I want to nuke the shit out of them. Seriously. That's what scares me. You know? I don't know. We're still in the first 100 days. Only thing I'm going to say is, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. May Lord have mercy on us all. God help us all. Lord, Lord, Lord. Just... Okay, it's just totally out of hand, you know? It's like... I'm actually kind of scared, you know? I mean, there's a couple positive things that came out of the Trump administration. I think he cut funding for TPP, you know? He thinks this NAFTA thing is a big mistake. There's some good, but the other stuff he's began to pull, nah, that ain't good. That is totally unconstitutional. And I am, thank God, that a federal judge banned this Muslim ban, or immigration ban, whatever you want to call it, refugee ban, on the eastern side of New York City, or east side of New York City, like towards Queens or something, or the eastern states, east side of the United States, far east. Okay? I'm glad about that. Okay? I mean, seriously, I had to address this. I warned you guys about this. Okay? Yes, I'm not a big fan of Hillary either. And is she proven out to be? I'd rather, I hate to say this though, but I would rather have her as president. But then again, I don't want any of them. Because they're both equally bad. Even though Hillary's the lesser of two evils. But it's still evil. Like, seriously. You have to choose the greater out of them two? Fucking Trump, Donnie Callahan? This is just insane. It's chaos. It's total chaos. It's mind-blowing. It just blows my mind that all this shit is going on in this nation. Here's what I say. Protest. Rise up against the government. Do what you can in your power. Power to the people. Okay? Freedom of speech. Not on my watch. You know? We will take this country back from these corrupt business money loaning politicians and give it back to the people like our founding fathers wanted it as. Seriously, it shouldn't be a freaking Democrat or Republican in office. It should be we the people. So Bernie Sanders kind of made a... But anyway, there is some good news. There is some possible good news about it, Bernie Sanders, who should have gotten into the general election, though, but for some reason I think the system was rigged, and they ended up throwing in freaking Hillary rich bitch Clinton in there. Even though Bernie Sanders had a more popular vote. How the hell did Hillary get in there? I bet you, if Bernie Sanders were to make it to the general election and go against Trump, he would have won. But anyway, Bernie Sanders, as well as a couple other regular Democrats, like Everyday Joes or something, made, let's say, sort of like a Justice League. Made a Justice Vigilante League, or just a Vigilant League, I don't know. Sort of like a Justice, made a group called Justice Democrats. I want you to support them. It's sort of like the, let's just say it's almost like the Justice League, Except we don't really have any superheroes, But still, I'm all for the Justice Democrats. I'm changing my voting status to probably Democratic or Constitutional, Independent. I don't know. Democrats. We should fire out and take out the corporate Democrats. And we should fight the freaking establishment, as they actually call it, because this is bullshit. We should deserve free health care, free college and tuition, free Medicare, free to the people, like Andrew Carnegie said. Yes. Should have free health care, free education, even free college and tuition. Okay? That would be great. But only time will tell. Sooner or later, time will tell what's going to happen. All we can do, as like the old saying goes, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That is all. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. I'm out.